Welcome. In this session, we're diving into one of the powerful tools available in Forms on Fire, our REST API. Now, don't worry if you're not familiar with what that is. We're going to break it down step by step. Forms on Fire is packed with features that help you mobilize and automate your tasks, and the REST API is a key part of unlocking that potential. Many of our clients who use it have seen incredible results, saving time and boosting their return on investment. So what exactly is a REST API? Simply put, it's a system that allows different software programs to talk to each other over the internet. Within this system, there are what we call endpoints, specific web addresses that act as doorways to particular features or data. Think of them like direct routes to exactly what you need. It uses standard commands to perform actions like post to send data, get to retrieve information, put to update something, and delete to remove something. If this sounds a little technical, don't worry. It's simpler than it seems. Once you understand the basics and try it out for yourself, you'll be automating tasks and streamlining processes in no time. Ready to get started? Let's try a simple one. In the left navigation, go to Connected Data, REST API. Each of these sections are endpoints. Click to expand the data source endpoint. There are get and put operations available. Click on an operation to view the parameters, model description, and model schema. Close the data source endpoint and expand the push endpoint. We have a post operation available. This endpoint will send a push notification to any active user. Think for a moment about your system. Do you have any processes in Forms on Fire where it might be beneficial to notify another user of an event? For example, you might have an inspection form with a hidden field that calculates the number of failed inspection items. A REST connector is created to send a push notification to the manager of the area that failed based on a condition. Click on the post operation and review the available parameters. User ID, user email, and user external ID are optional, meaning that all three are not required. But the system needs to know who to send the notification to, so one of the three are required. We will provide a user email. Title and body are required. Sound and expiration are optional, and company ID and integration key are required. Click on Model Schema and click the text. The Try It Out button means that we can test this endpoint directly in the browser. Let's remove user ID and user external ID, but leave the remaining parameters in place. Provide a recipient who is an active user in the system, an alert title and message for the body, true or false for sound. Leave expiry at 0 to allow the user to dismiss it when desired. Drop in your company ID and integration key from the integrations page under Organization Setup. Click Try It Out. The response returns a 200, which means it was processed successfully. Now that we know it works, let's take a deeper look at that connector. The action is to post as JSON. The destination URL is push, which you can copy from the API Explorer. The body is formatted similar to our test, but notice we use data names for the recipient, title, and body. This allows us to determine these variables dynamically in the form prior to it being submitted by the user. And finally, a rule is used to notify the manager only if the condition is met. Great job following along. You've now taken your first steps into using the REST API with Forms on Fire. From exploring endpoints to testing operations, you've seen how this powerful tool can transform your workflows by automating tasks and keeping your team connected. It might seem complex at first, but with practice, it becomes second nature. So don't hesitate to experiment. Test out those endpoints, try new ideas, and see the impact it can have on your processes. Remember, every expert was once a beginner, and you're already on your way. I hope you find value with the concepts shared in this video. As always, please reach out to our support team with any questions that you might have. They are ridiculously helpful. Looking forward to seeing you again next time.